Hi, it's me, Justin, and this recording is going to be one of several, but definitely not too many tapes that will be part of a mini series that I will be doing before the second semester. Because, I bet second semester is going to be really, really difficult. Or at least it's gonna be like just like the final days of 11th grade, but cranked up to 11. Yeah, it's gonna get way worse. If you think the world right now is already unfair to you, trust me, it's gonna get way worse. And I'm not telling this because I'm being negative. I'm telling this because, well, it's the truth. It's the truth. You just gotta accept it, live by it. But probably asking, what are these tapes for? Well, I don't really have a cohesive theme or reason why I'm doing this. Wait a minute. Yep. The reason I'm doing this is because I just want to, meanderings and ramblings about stuff I want to talk about. Just random stuff, really. Could be boring or not, but it is random nonetheless. And I doubt that anyone would be able to hear this except me, unless I decide to, you know, publish it somewhere, maybe YouTube, or send it to someone. I don't know. I'll let the future decide, but for now, I'll be just talk here about stuff. And right now, I'm on my way to a convenience store to buy me some instant noodles and energy drink, which I've been doing every time I'm going to stay up at night. Because, well, I just figure out that eating spicy food, then drinking energy drink really keeps you awake. Just something I need, especially when I decided not to sleep, to pull out an all-nighter, as they say. Yeah, I've been doing it since like second semester of 11th grade. Yeah, especially during its final days. It's not a really good habit to do, especially when you almost do it on a weekly basis. 2 to 3 times a week. But yeah, I'm not telling you to do it, just telling you what I do. That's all. Do not quote me, okay? At the event that you get caught doing the exact same thing I told you not to do. Alpha Mart. Yeah, this is the name of the convenience store, Alpha Mart. Right. All right, what we got here? Got the calamansi flavor, chilimansi, sweet and spicy. Oh, there you go, extra hot. I'll pick the extra hot. Two of them, 2 packs of extra hots. Then, the go-to energy drink that I buy is apparently gone. It's out of stock for some reason. None are left. Damn it. Ain't this sick? Really, really sick. But yeah, I guess we are not having any much choice but to pick another one. Extra Jaws Max Plus. Yeah. All right, I think I'll end the tape here. This is the introduction, you know, and technically episode one. So see you around. And welcome once again to another entry to my rambling tape. This is rambling tape number 2, and of course, yours truly, Justin. And once again, I'm currently on my way to the convenience store, Alpha Mart, to buy some food to keep me awake for like what, 5 to 6 hours? Yeah, 5 to 6 hours, because tomorrow's exam, and I want to stay up, but not just because I want to, but also because I need to. I'm gonna finish up my notes as much as possible, then proceed to review. Then I'm gonna take a break. And when I mean a break, I mean I'm gonna go somewhere else, just like earlier this morning. I went to the market this morning, not just to buy a pastel colored t-shirt to be used in our physical education performance task, but also because I just want to go there. You see, when I was a kid, I used to go there alongside my mom when we're buying clothes. Fuck. There's a fucking cockroach. Anyways, I used to go there alongside my mom, and we either buy clothes or rent clothes. Well, no, we actually just buy them. Yeah, clothes, home utilities, some stuff, even food actually. But of course, speaking of food, there's one place that we always go to, and they serve, well, it's an Alfredo, but I grew up calling it carbonara because it's white. It's not carbonara, it's Alfredo, but I grew up calling it carbonara anyways because, well, that's what other people are telling. That's what other people are saying. Even in restaurants, what's supposed to be Alfredo pasta is called carbonara. But it doesn't matter. It tastes good for some people, including me at the very least. And that one that was served in that particular diner in that market is the one I ended up eating most of the time when we go there. You know, but actually I've been there myself for quite some time. For a lot of times now, I think. Not too many, but many enough. And you know, it's only quite a rare occasion when when I'm able to find its diner not closed. It's still serving. Early this morning. It's not I ate the Malabar instead. It's quite nice. I mean, I eat Malaban, especially the one being sold at the Malabon store or Malabon shop. That's Here we go. Extra spicy. And of course, our go-to energy drink is still out of stock. May kukuha pa kayo isang ganito. Another energy drink. Alright, so yeah, I guess this is the end for entry 2, and it ended on me deciding to buy another or a third bottle of energy drink because, well, why not? Anyways, that is all. See you at Riverbanks. And here we go again, folks. This is me, Justin, once again on another rambling tape, and this is rambling tape number 3. And it's been quite a while since I last recorded, at least at my perspective, because your perspective, you're viewing this in one giant video. But yeah, it's been a while since I last recorded, and well, it's because of the exams, of course. Guess what? I never really went to Riverbanks, as I stated during the rambling tape number 2, because, well, I forgot. I forgot about it. I overslept, I think. Yeah, that's what I did. But yeah, exams are over. and I'm not really too happy on my scores, especially in three particular examinations. Yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes life is like cock and ball torture without the cock and balls. No, no, no. Let's use a different color. Sometimes you're not always on top. Sometimes you're always on the bottom. You know, the guy, the one who is submissive and breathable. No, 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 don't, no, not that. That's different. No. Okay. Sometimes you must figure out how to survive. If you dream and believe. Wait a minute. The starstruck yun eh. Dream, believe, survive, starstruck. I bet anyone at my age would even remember that. Maybe some, but not too many. And I'm not bragging that I still remember about it. I just know, okay? Leave me alone. Anyways, here I am once again on my way to Alpha Mart because I'm gonna stay up tonight. Because tomorrow morning I'm gonna go to my classmate's house because we're gonna conduct a performance task, one that should have been passed earlier this morning, but we weren't able to because we haven't even done it in the first place. We're the only group that haven't passed our paper on it, and yeah. Don't be like us, folks. And specifically, don't be like me. Pass your assignments on time as much as possible. Alright. Let's see. If my favorite energy drink is still out of stock, I'm gonna go to the other branch. Yeah. See, there's not just one branch. That's here in San Mateo. There's two. Apologize for the unnecessary noises. Lots of motorists here anyway. Alright, here we go. Send my steam. And voila. Wala din yung strawberry flavor niya isa pa. So, we'll go on our way. At least this time, though, we got more opportunity to talk. Or I got more time to talk. Or ramble about things you may or may not listen to. Sorry if I sound a bit different. I got a cold. Yeah, Rose is quite runny. And here I am, walking in a very long alleyway in the middle of the night, going to a convenience store a mile, almost like a half a mile away. Such a fool am I. Yeah, that's what I am. I'm a fool to want you. I'm a fool to want you. It's a song by Frank Sinatra. Yeah, I mean it's quite direct, straight to the point, but it is relatable. quite cold, but I'm getting sweaty. Probably because I'm walking. Yeah, I'm such a fat ass. You know, I suddenly had an e-bike, electronic bicycle. Of course, it's for families, but I use it the most for transportation. And, it kind of marked the end of an era. Era of what you say? Well, it's the era of literally walking anywhere around town where I need to go. I mean, right now I'm walking, but when it's daylight, I sure am going to use that e-bike of mine. Because, come on, let's be real, it's much more convenient. It really is much more convenient having your own vehicle. And it feels good riding one too. Yeah. I sure miss all the times that I just walk anywhere I go. We're out of the alleyway. Now we're doing hospitals. Currently walking on a sidewalk of the main street, or surface road rather. Here in schools, elementary, high school. The town hall as well. No, now that I'm here, I remember. I remember when I was still in junior high school. Whenever it's class dismissal, I walk alone. I mean, not all the time though. I mean, well, at least most of the time. I do have neighbors, but quite far away, and they don't always go home the same exact time I go home. So most of the time I walk home alone. This exact pathway that I'm taking right now, it's only me. Yeah. It's me and my fully packed laptop bag that I've been using since 6th grade, filled with notebooks, papers, books, ball pens, my tablet, my umbrella, and some random trash that I forgot to throw out. Yeah. That was me in 7th to 8th grade because, as we know, it during 9th grade was, well, online classes. Quite possibly one of the worst times of my life. It almost rendered me useless in all ways possible. But unfortunately, I am not. Probably not as good as I am back in 7th and 8th grade, but hey, at least we got more progress, right? Not just in academics, but in mentality as well. For better or for worse. getting quite tired to be honest, but so it's okay to get tired sometimes. You have to This is unnecessary actually, but yeah, I gotta do it. Why do I do it? It's because I need to do it or because I want to do it. Well, I don't know anymore. Just a routine of mine ever since the last days of never for more. Stop. We got extra spicy here. But this is the trade-off. No extra spicy, so we'll take two sweet and spicy instead. Because that's what we let children do. Take some complimentary chips. That's great.
173.
Na ako?
Okay, ingat ma'am. One eight seven. One 187 lang. DC 18. Thank you.
Number. I guess that's it for this entry. Yeah, I guess that's really it for this entry. Time for me to go. Anyways, yeah. Thank you for listening. See you on the next tape. This is Rambo tape number 4 with your host once again, Justin. And I know, the first semester has already ended, but that doesn't mean that the second semester has already started yet. Meaning these Rambo tapes would still make sense. And yeah, that's it. Anyways, I know it's been a while since I last uploaded or let's say recorded. Yeah, this one's a really bit far apart from the previous rambling tape, and that's because this is a recording during the field trip. As you can hear from the background noise, I'm near the Seahorse in Star City, and believe me or not, I just finished writing that thing earlier. and it was quite an experience. I mean, it's probably not the best experience because, well, was facing down the whole time, trying to appear emotionless, despite sweating so much and my face all red or some shit. But yeah, it's an experience, all right. And it's also my first time going in here. So far, it's not that bad, you know. It could be better, but I'm not complaining a lot. I mean, come on, it's my first time in this place, and you know, due to the fact that this whole place was burned down to the ground just a few years ago, and also rebuilt just a few years ago. Of course, it's not gonna be the same as it used to be, but I can't really complain that much. It's the very first time I've been here, and I must say, I'm quite impressed. This is probably one of the let's say memorable or to exaggerate a bit, best day of my life because come on, field trips are always something else. Whenever you go to the park of going into a theme park, something you know like Enchanted Kingdom, yeah, something along those lines. But yeah, it really is something. Of course, the day is not over yet because we are to leave the premises in 7:30. So I'll spend quite a more time here. But yeah, this is gonna be a short one, but I guess that's about it. See you in the next one. Rambling tape number 5, and once again, this is your host, Justin. And currently, I'm on my way home from Star City. Stuck in a progressive traffic, but it's a little slow, to be honest. Well, I can't really describe it any other else because it is a slow traffic. But anyways, yeah, I'm tired. I feel sleepy and I want to sleep. I want to hit the bed as soon as I get back to work. Yeah, because I live at my workplace, so yeah, that's where I sleep. Although gonna have to make a stop quickly at my house first because I need to drop off some things there before going back to where I live. Anyways, here am I again with my ramblings as usual. And yeah, now that it's all over, I kind of miss it now. I mean, yeah, it just happened. You know, it just finished a few hours ago, but I don't know. It's just that once the month is officially over, once January is officially over, February will kick off the second semester, and everything will change there. Way of lessons being taught, and of course the way that we students will function, behave, not just in classrooms but in society as a whole. Everything will change for better or for worse, and that stakes will become really really higher. And I don't think my pseudo carefree nature would be able to you know get me through the hardships I will go through. Am I scared? Maybe. Like I really can't agree nor disagree about that statement if someone were to ever make it. But yeah, I just feel like I joined this field trip for the sole purpose of recreation. Might not be the best kind of recreation that I deserve, but it is recreation nonetheless. There's interaction with other people, and I get to places I haven't went before, specifically Star City itself. And, you know, it's not a completely pleasant experience because after I finished almost every rides that I'm able to ride, I just, I'm just tired at the end. I try to relax on the bus, along with others who are feeling the same. Then I remembered something. You see, when I was at the Ferris wheel at the top point, I saw the ocean. I realized that Star City's location is near the ocean. It's near the coast at the very least. I saw yachts and docks, yeah, at the coast. Then I realized, what if I can get to the coast? No, at the very least, see actual ocean water once again, near at in a much nearer distance, one that's more, let's say, personal or intimate at the very least. And yeah, went to the ocean. I did. I crossed a few highways. I think not the highways, but they're just small roads. Then went through a chain of fast food restaurants. Then there it is, the coast. I saw yachts parked near the coast, and then there's a nearby Philippine Navy base, although it's more likely just an office for them. And from afar, I see more yachts and more high-rise buildings. Beyond those high-rise buildings are more docks, and if you take a little bit of stroll over there, you'll get to Luneta Park. But I haven't done that. I did not went to Luneta Park because, well, time constraints. But yeah, walking around the streets, I realized that there's just so much more to explore in this country, basically. I'm not really that type of a person to always travel, or at the very least experience new things in a much more frequent manner. I experience them occasionally, but not too often because, well, I'm I'm a middle. I'm just a part of a middle class family. There are limits, but also there are limits to as to how much I. What the? Mahal kita drive-in restaurant. Whoa, this is interesting. So yeah, we just passed by a drive-in and restaurant called "I Love You" in English. Man, I wonder how the food tastes here. Yeah, we're in the greater Manila part now. I haven't been here yet, or at least haven't been here quite too often. Quite possibly because, well, I barely go here. It's either I went from, Enchanted Kingdom or recently just Star City. Yeah, it do be like that sometimes. Speaking of love, you know, after the field trip back in 11th grade, I immediately thought about going on a field trip on 12th grade with my crush named Hershey, as you guys know. I mean, the very reason why I started having crushing on her is because of the field trip. The implication or the idea of us sharing a seat together is, well, it made me really happy. And then the next thing I know, I'm just falling in love with her. Although this could be temporary, as most feelings were, but come on, it's too good for me to consider as temporary. It has to be real. I want it to be real. Quite, quite sad that she's not here with me, but I think that's good for her because I don't think the past few months have been easy on her as well, to be honest. Although I'm not quite sure what her issue she's going up against is, but yeah, she needs some rest. She deserves better. People could say that if she deserves better, then I should be better. But the thing is, it wouldn't really matter if I tried to be better because deep down, everyone knows that Hershey loves somebody else. I'm not sure if it's her if it's her ex, but that's also our classmate or somebody else. But it's not me. I'm I'm just a hindrance, basically. Just an extra in her story. You know, I'm basically an NPC. I know I'm an NPC in someone else's story. Because it happened to me before. In fact, my latest ex-girlfriend, she's here on the same bus with me, alongside with her boyfriend. With her current boyfriend, that is. You know how awkward it is? Yeah, I've passed that awkwardness, but still, there are lingering feelings, or at least lingering emotions pertaining to that sort of feeling. And I don't want that to also bleed out to my feelings towards Hershey. I want to be genuine as possible, without gaining or losing nothing in the process. It's a it's a win to lose situation, but it's for the best, I think. Then, of course, as I stated in a recitation a few weeks ago, I plan on to hold. I plan on to hold onto these feelings until graduation, of course. I plan to give her flowers that day and maybe take a picture of us together, of course, as a remembrance of, at the very least, that there's a certain someone that used to be my inspiration, and she acknowledged that at the very least. She might not appreciate it, but all I want is her acknowledgement. That's good enough for me. Good enough for me to enter college with a smile on my face. I know I'm a bit too harsh on myself, but given with how much horrible things I've done, I don't think I could be any harsher than this. But who knows? Maybe one day I'll actually learn how to forgive myself. That's gonna be a long, long story. And a long, long journey with which may or may not involve settling with someone. So yeah, that's my rambling for tonight. I don't know. I just want to say this out of my chest because, well, the second semester is about to start. I want at the very least be able to, have an evidence of me voicing out what I truly feel, despite me already, you know, convincing myself that I've already did it multiple times, but I'm doing it again because there are things that I've probably not stated enough, at least not enough clarity with it. But yeah, that's it. That's my TED Talk. That's my rambling. And thank you for listening. Part 5, or most likely parts 6, which might be the finale, will be recorded either tomorrow or just right before the month ends, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Then I'm gonna release them on YouTube as a large video. So hopefully you stick around. That's it. Have a good day and have a good night. Rambling tape number 6. This is the final entry in the series. The date is January 31st, 2024. Time is 6 p.m. Technically, the second semester has already started, but this day is merely just a preparation, orientation for what's to come to second semester, which is mainly, well, work immersion. I mean, there are less subjects, but there is work immersion. And yes, research is back in the table. It's gonna be quite a hard one, you know. Lots of revisions are going to be made, and the future chapters, which is chapter 3, 4, and 5, will be part of our 3I subject. And, well, we are back to what we're doing last year. But that's normal. This is part of the process. Just have to endure these last few months before I graduate and finally enter college. At the same time, I gotta do anything or everything at least that I gotta do. I gotta do everything, anything I need to do to fulfill myself. You know, make this last few months memorable as much as possible. Whether it's a good way or in a bad way, I'm not sure, but for fulfillment's sake, I'm gonna do it. What am I gonna do to be exact? I'm not quite sure. I don't know. Future me is probably I've already done it, but for now, it's up to me. It's up for me to find out. But there's one thing I'm sure is that I gotta keep on moving, no matter what, because this is the path I've took. I've taken this path. If I turn back now, I'm just going to lay waste to everything that I've done so far, for better or for worse. I mean, I can start anew, fresh, but I don't want to spend 2 more years in senior high school, to be honest. I want to get out of here as much as possible, go to college. 4 years will pass. I know lots of things will happen, but I want to graduate. I want to graduate. I don't care if I'm in the honor lists again, or if I become the top of the class or even top of the school. I just want to graduate. I just want to finish this part of my life. You know, give it a proper closure. Do the process of getting that closure in the most legal and fulfilling way possible, while at the same time making memories. Because once I get out of education, once I finish college, everything that I've spent, every time that I've spent here in preschool, elementary, junior high school, senior high school, and college, they're all gone. They're just memories. All I can do is to remember and remember until they fade away. If they ever fade away, that is. I don't want to end this series in such a bleak manner, or in such a negative light, but I just can't help see myself in such way after everything that has happened and about to happen. But as much as possible, as I've said before, as I've said countless times, I'm gonna make memories. Good ones that are worth to remember. Like, isn't that the purpose of recreation? very purpose of being friends and maybe becoming more than friends with other people is to have memories. At the end of the day, whether those relationships fail or not, you learn a lesson. I learned a lesson, or at least I should have learned my lessons. And in that aspect of my life, I think I'm still learning. I haven't learned them yet, or at least haven't accepted them yet. Because there's just part of me who wants to escape everything. I mean, I can do it, you know. I can just vanish from everyone's sight. I can walk, I can run, I can crawl, I can disappear. But what's gonna happen next? Nothing. I'll just die for nothing if I do that. So yeah, I've gotta keep moving. Whether I lose people in the process, I have to keep moving. Better than lose the people around me than lose myself, I guess. But I do know that keeping the important people around you is also a part of keeping yourself intact. Because if they're all gone, then what's the point of living, right? Yeah. I know I'm being quite dramatic right now, but as I said before, I've done these rambling types to say what I wanted to say. I know I haven't really talked about things that I really like because it's always about reflection about myself and the people, the world around me. But I guess I think that's for the best, you know. Yeah. People come and go, but the real ones will stay, no matter what. I still have myself if everyone is. I still have myself if everyone vanishes. But I don't know if that would still be the same me. I had to, I had to strive not to lose myself in the process of living, or else I'll become another dying soul in the ever expanding dystopia that we live in. Yeah. Pandora's box. There is always light in the darkness. Well, I guess I gotta end it here now. It's 6:07, and yeah,